so I guess this will be like segment 2. Right now, what we're going to be taking off the bolt off of the manifold that connects to the turbo. So we'll do that, and then from there we're going to probably take off the O2 housing, and then from there we're going to swap out whatever swap out to this turbo, stock 9 turbo, to the FP green. So hopefully everything goes good. Oh, muy bonito. Mind you, the only reason why I'm switching out, this turbo's in really good condition still. This is going to be my backup turbo. For whatever reason, this other one takes shit. I'm just doing it just to get more power.
Do you need help holding it down?
Yes, please.
Where should I hold? Right here?
Yeah.
Nice. So right now we're taking off the manifold bolts that connect to the turbo.
Ooh, that one got tough right now. But maybe let me loosen the other ones. There's not so much pressure on one side. It says it hits right here.
Does it?
Yeah, it hits on the manifold.
Okay, okay. Lay the turbo down the other way, like this, facing the floor.
This shit. Oh. You know what? Let me take the shit off. There's no point in me struggling.
So right now he's taking out the oil return.
Yeah, got an extension for that one. Mind you, we're working on the ground, but we're supposed to have a workbench, but didn't have enough time to go buy one. So we'll have to do it like this.
Nice.
Blah.
And we have gaskets for that, so
Yes, we do.
we'll replace that. Remember to replace all your gasket, guys, when you're doing turbo swaps.
Well, I'm not going to replace the manifold one. I'm going to reuse it because that's not that old. Because I have changed this one. It's the ported manifold, supposedly. But I will change out this gasket and this one too. So, but as far as whatever goes to low, yeah, that's getting swapped. It's true. You know what?
That sounds so dirty.
And that's the one that I had semi-stripped when I was doing this.
Ugh.
Oh yes, Harbor Freight. They're always good tools to get because they're fucking disposable tools.
I can see the comments already. I wouldn't use Harbor Freight, only Snap-on. Well, you go and do that.
This is the stuff that should save you from most headaches of bolts. Should. Keyword should. So
I'm scared it's gonna break.
I think it is because all of them came off really easy, and the one I thought was gonna break came off really easy. So I'm hoping that this is not gonna fight me much more, because that's not cool. Oh wow, dude, that bitch.
So that's the one you cross-thread on accident?
No, not this one. It was not totally that one at all. This one actually went in really well.
Oh, I heard something.
That was actually my pants.
You ripped your pants?
I did. So much stress. Oh, dude.
Maybe if I put the camera down, hold on. Gonna hit your finger?
That's fine.
Gentle, baby, come on. Shouldn't be this tough, dude.
It shouldn't. The other one is literally, you take it off with your finger. That's too hard, dude. Way too hard. I think we're going to run into our first little hiccup here.
We'll do a couple and let it rest because it gets hot.
Yeah.
One more and let's let it rest. Alright, let it rest, let it rest. Let's JB weld it again, or what this shit's called.
Jesus Christ, man. It's PB blaster and not JB weld.
PB.
Not PJ. Are you in pajamas?
Spray something. Round 3?
Yeah.
It's coming out. It's just
I mean, I'd rather it take its time and just come out like whatever. I don't want to go through the hassle of it snappy and then maybe next time later down the road. Doesn't go smooth, man. I know that's just breaking. That's usually how we feel when you're thinking about a snap.
One more. Alright, let's let it chill. So we're letting it chill because when you're doing that, we don't know if it's cross thread or it's just really like on there. The bolt gets hot, and when it gets hot, that's when they snap. So just keep spraying it every time, every session.
Never enough PB blast. There it goes.
See? Yeah, this is the cross thread. That shit's cross threaded.
So that broke.
So you can see it's cross threaded and it broke. But it doesn't stop us. We just need to get another one of these. But the turbo, the exhaust side, is gonna have a stud that we have to drill out somehow. But we can take that to a machine shop and they can do that.
Yeah. 'Cause it sucks because what I didn't want to do.
That's where it went.
With the manifold. That's good.
Success.
Kind of. Fucking gasket actually looks really fucking good still. Actually looks really good.
So you can see on the turbo exhaust side, there's the stud that we snapped off. And if anybody can leave comments below, maybe a shop that can take care of that, or
how would you guys do it? What's the best way that you guys would recommend, I guess, to take out a broken bolt?
and like we said, it's not stopping us because it's on the old turbo. But we do want to fix that because this is going to be a backup just in case the FP goes bad. Why don't you show the fans the new turbo?
There she is. Oh, and by the way, the reason why I have this is because I'm still thinking of using my AEM intake. So I bought a coupler that goes from forget whatever, because this is it's a lot bigger than this. It goes from like what is it? I think 4 to like 3 inch. I don't know. Whatever. It's a reducer coupler. So I'm hoping it's gonna work out because it's supposed to have a bend like this. I still want to retain the AEM one only because as for smog, you know, as a carb sticker. So if I get popped or whatever, they can't tell me shit.
Alright, what do we do next?
We're gonna remove, hopefully not break. Remove the bolts on the O2 housing, and then, well, we were gonna put on this, but like I said, we ran into the problem where this one has a stud where it's not supposed to, and whatnot. But for right now, we're just gonna take everything off and take the O2 housing out of the hot side.
And we're going to take the J pipe as well.
Oh yeah, J pipe as well. Yeah.
Which is the lower intercooler.
And then we have to reuse. I don't think I'm reusing this line. I forget. I gotta fucking figure that out too. I know there's some of them that I start to reuse, but I don't know.
Cheers, El Turbo.
Nah. See, that's what you want. You want them to come off relatively easy, because that's always good. Again, I don't know. That bolt looks really good still. I don't know what happened with this other one snapping off. I mean, that thing was blasted with JB. PB, god damn it. PB blaster, not JB. Ah,
We should get punched every time.
shit. Wow, this one was actually too loose, to be honest. Might have been an exhaust leak.
Nah, we're professionals. Oh, I know why, because it's a Freddy, ain't it? Or is that a Megan?
No, this is actually a Greddy.
Freddy.
It's a Greddy.
Freddy.
Although it doesn't say Greddy on it, but I bought it from their website years ago and it was stupid cheap. It was like 90 bucks shipped. I was like, what? But it honestly looks like a fucking Megan. There's no. I mean, it would have been nice if it would have said Gretty on there.
I say Freddy because I don't like Gretty parts. They're kind of, at least in the 240 days, shit didn't fit right. So I call it Freddy.
If you guys could comment, I'd like to see where our fans are from. So put like the state and city, or just the state. Or if you're out of the country, put out of the country, I don't care. Or whatever country you live in. I think it'd be really interesting to see where our fans are from. So yeah, in the comments below, put what city you're from. Or state.
Alright, so now O2 housing comes out. Not a Freddy, it's an actual Gretty, just doesn't have a print on it. For some odd reason.
It's a Freddy.
It's not.
Freddy.
And well, I bought another one of these, but doesn't look too shabby to be quite honest.
Check out the Freddy, guys.
Not a Freddy.
Super flow. Wow.
See, so look at, alright, so this is what we were talking about earlier. So these studs are like this. This is on the stock 9 one, and on the new one, which is the FP green, they're right here. So
Just the studs are in the wrong spot, but
realistically though, I think you take this stud out and swap it on here. I
yeah,
don't see why that'd be such a big ass deal.
But-
These are like in better condition, to be honest.
we could run into the problem of breaking it again, and then that's really gonna screw us. Oh wow, we're getting sunlight now.
No, well, if we break it, I mean, look it, it's fucking loose.
You see?
I feel like I just felt play. I mean, fuck, if I can take this one out, I'm on game. Oh, we're taking it off, dude. Fuck that. Oh, you don't want to take these shits off?
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we'll be back because I don't have too much experience taking off studs. He does, so he's gonna help me out right now. And we'll probably film right now so you guys can see how we do it.
All right, guys. So we're gonna take out this stud. The way that you take it off is obviously these bolts. We have two bolts on there, and they spin clockwise. So you need to put two on there because you gotta spin this. The only way this stud comes out counterclockwise. So the way to do that is you hold two wrenches. So when you turn this one stops the stud from turning and it'll come off. If that makes sense. So you guys will see me do it.
Okay. Now turn it the other way? The other way.
No, it's already moving.
Go.
No, fucking tighten it that way.
No, this is this now.
No, we're seeing this way, isn't it?
No, you're tying it.
Okay.
Really? You getting harder?
Oh, good. Not too much.
Oh, fuck it. That's coming out.
Fucking put the thread on. Because honestly, that shit was coming out really good too.
Well, luckily this is on the turbo we're not going to use, but still. I'm going to have to take this shit to a machine shop.
Yeah, this is the one.
Alright, so we're trying to take these studs off with my cool skills. We did everything right, but I don't know why it's just not coming out. Like the thread feels fucked up. So this is definitely gonna have to go to a machine shop to get drilled out or something.
So now we're gonna take off the J pipe and put it on over here. So this is just two 12 mils. So again, hopefully, since we've been having trouble with bolts lately, hopefully it's not a big deal. All right, one down. All right. there is the J pipe. And there's old gasket, which actually that one looks pretty fucked up. But not a big deal because I actually have that one, so it's okay. I don't know how it goes.
Alright, cool. So why are you scuffing it up?
Just so I can feel that it's gonna bond better with the gasket. So I'm just using some steel wool, which is not heavy enough for this, but that'll work.
All right, Cars on Board fans. Today's another day, and we're going to continue doing the swap on the turbo. I'll let Jovany describe what's going to happen for the rest of the episode and moving forward, and I'll just do that.
All right, the plan here is that we are going to take everything off of the old 9 turbo and put it onto the new FP green. So by that I mean we're going to take off just the water lines or the coolant lines, swap them on here. After that, you can see the O2 housings on, but there's actually no gasket. I just did this so I don't lose the bolts. Same thing with this, it's just on there without the gasket. So we're pretty much going to just assemble this and then probably put the manifold on too, so we can have that ready to go in this. And yeah, that's pretty much that.
Alright, cool. So we'll keep you guys posted.
Where do you want me to hold it? Don't hit me in the face. Go. Good. Dude, it looks like it's hard.
It is. You know what? I think I fucked it up already. Oh, okay.
It's coming out by hand.
Hold on. I take this little 10. And also we're not going to use the actual oil return line from the head to the turbo, because we're going to be rerouting that and using a line that goes from the oil filter to the turbo as recommended per FP green.
Alright, so we got one line out.
Got one, yeah.
We got one more to go, right? Which is the oil.
Yeah. Basically, yes. Alright, so right now what I'm just basically doing is I'm looking at this hard line, make sure it's not cracked or anything, because I was kind of stupid with it earlier. And honestly, we just had the turbo kind of just laying around like that, so just making sure there's nothing obvious, nothing that I'm going to regret later. And it looks to be good. So now we are going to put the bolts and our brand new copper crush washers, because that is a must. This bad boy. Make sure I'm going to put this shit right. Okay. Well, on the forums, I read of some guy saying that he talked to this mechanic. It was a diesel mechanic, and he said for a diesel not to leak, he's as far as I'm assuming lines like this, he's always got like Loctite and poured it around. So I'm assuming, again, I'm just assuming here, he poured it around the washer, and then put it there, and then I guess it creates a seal. And so I guess I'm gonna try, because I have this lying around and it's kind of old, as you can tell. If it works, it works, and I hope it does, because I don't want it leaking. And also we're not gonna torque it because we don't have a torque wrench. So like you said earlier, how are we gonna do this?
We're gonna use our mental and muscle memory torque wrench.
Yeah, so that's kind of where we're gonna go by. So I guess we'll do this now.
I wouldn't go by that if we were doing engine work, like installing a cam or removing a head. These are just exhaust manifold bolts, so.
Not exhaust. Well, this is turbo bolts.
Well, turbo bolts.
But I mean, whatever. I mean, it works if it works. Just at the end of the day, we don't want to leak. That's the main thing, is for it not to leak. So You know what? I should probably do it on both sides.
Yeah.
Again, this is the first time I've done this. I read about it, and the guy that said that the mechanic told him, he says that he swears by this, and that he's gonna do it like this, and he's been doing it like this, and he has been trouble free. This is kind of sketchy right here, actually.
You know what's funny that you bring that up? I've swapped turbos out on SR20 DETs on my 240s that I had back in the day, and every time I swapped out the T25 for a T28, same turbo, just a newer model, a little bigger, so everything works. Like the line, you have to switch the T25 lines to the T28, and a common problem was that these lines weren't tight enough, and it started leaking coolant. But on the 240, it's very easy to use an extension with a swivel and get to that bolt. I don't know with this big ass turbo if it's possible to get to the block where that's going to be at.
It's not that big, but it's just a little. It's just a size bigger. I'll hold it down.
Gotta be careful with that line that we don't bend it.
This one, I'm careful. Ready?
Alright, you didn't smack me. That's good.
It's always good. All right, so now we got this up. But what we notice right now is, I guess when I put this back on, it's obviously gonna go like this. Notice how this one has, I guess it's like a support, obviously, that goes right here. I guess this one is kind of just gonna be hanging in there like that. So, fuck, I guess we'll see what happens.
Is that a call to FP Green?
No. My dumbass probably should have done more research, but I mean,
We could look at pictures too.
We can, and I have, but I never noticed that because I remember seeing like the holes like for the other ones, you know, for the, because this is just a support really. So I mean, I guess I'll probably look at some pictures real quick, go on the interwebs, and see what we find. Okay, now we tied down to mental torque because that's what we're going by. So be patient. It's gonna look really, really brutal, but I assure you, I don't want to show you anything because this might not work. And ouch. I'm gonna say that's about it right there. What do you think?
Yeah. You look like you were fucking torquing that.
Oh, I tried.
That looked like about 60 pounds.
Let's hope not, because that's supposed to be, from what I read, it's supposed to be in inch pounds. I think it's like 19 inch pounds, not foot pounds. It has to be in inches.
That's way more than 19, but we're good.
Hopefully. Right now what I'm going to do is bolt on the O2 housing to the hot side. And we're using copper spray gasket. As you can see, what this does is basically makes it like all like kind of tacky. So don't mind my hands, it's fucking anti-seize. So
It's not anti-seize.
no, not this. I'm saying my hands have anti-seize on them. I'm putting on the bolts, as you can see right here.
The bolts have anti-seize now?
I don't know if I did it before. I don't know if I'm using the right one. I know a lot of people use copper, but I went to AutoZone and I fucking just got. I got this one. Permatex aluminum anti-seize lubricant. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but whatever. Can't really hurt, right? So now we get this son of a bitch on here somehow. See if I have it the right way, which I probably do, actually. No, I don't.
Go backwards.
Dummy, that's what I am. I'm a big dummy.
All right, guys. So, quick little note: when you're tying down the elbow or anything that's like metal, and you're doing a lot of torque on that bolt, and there's a gasket in the middle, you want to not just tie one bolt all the way on one side. You want to do it evenly in an X pattern. So, like, you would start. If you can move the elbow a little closer, if you tie that one first, then you go across to this one. And then from this one, whatever's on that side, and then you go to this one, and just go in an X pattern, because you want to distribute the weight or the pressure or the torque that you're putting down on that gasket. What are we doing right now?
We are putting the new gasket on the J pipe.
And show the fans show the people what needs to that there's a right way to put the gasket.
From what I saw on the internet, there's a specific way. This is the old one, by the way. There's a specific way that this is supposed to go on. So I guess this little part's supposed to be kind of popping out like this. From the pictures that I'm actually looking at on my phone right now, that seems like it's correct. So that's what I'm doing. And now we're gonna just bolt it on and be done with this little part right here.
I was going through a grocery store and I picked up this, it wasn't even a car magazine, it was more like an advertisement for something. And it had a graphite gray Evo, and I was like, wow, I really want that. But at the time I thought, you know what, this car is way out of my budget. But with hard work and dedication, I got it.